Hey guys, Noah here. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, then welcome to my channel. So happy to have you here today. I'm gonna just be doing a video sharing with you guys some of the new additions added to my Etsy plant shop. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, like, what's up with your plant shop? There's not any new plants. It was actually on vacation mode for a while because I was out of town. So I do want to do this quick little update video so you guys are aware. Just to explain, one of the reasons that it didn't have any new plants for a while is because I pretty much propagate these all myself. So from my plants that I have, I create these plants that I give to you guys. So when I propagate them and the roots grow and then I pot them in potting soil, I like to make sure and wait that it is a fully established plant before I sell it. So I don't just pot it up and list it on the shop. I like to pot it up and wait a couple months just to make sure that it's growing the way it needs to be. It's really taken to the soil, because sometimes when you have a rooted plant and you put it in soil, it doesn't always take. So I definitely want to make sure that everything's good before I sell it to you guys. So that's kind of why it's taken so long. Currently I did add a bunch of plants, and at the same time I have a lot of propagations and newly potted plants that will probably go up in another couple months. So that's just how it works, and I just wanted to explain that to you guys so you don't think I'm just abandoning it. I'm definitely not abandoning it. I'm always working on it and always propagating and always looking for new plants that I can add. So just wanted to let you guys know that. But without further ado, let's share with you guys some of the new plants that I added. So this is a plant that I first propagated myself and kept for myself. So I have two mother plants basically now, but I just wanted to make sure that I was doing everything properly and that it was going to take. So this is an angel wing Sinbad begonia, and it is my favorite begonia besides the maculata. It's just got beautiful foliage, and I'm doing something right because this plant is always flowering. The mother plant's always flowering. Like these, even when the flowers drop, it'll still get new flowers later on. So it's literally always in bloom. So this was like my third attempt at trying it out just to make sure I'm selling like a perfectly healthy plant to you guys. And it's just been doing really well. It grows really fast. It grows upwards. It's got new growth right there. So recently added this one to the shop, and I'm really excited for someone to get it so that they can experience the joy of watching this plant flower so much. I absolutely love it. So something else that I have been propagating for a long time are polka dot plants. And I don't know if you guys could tell, but I literally, actually they're down here, so I don't think you guys will be able to see it. I literally have like 10 of these, and so I recently finally added them to the shop, but I did want to wait a while and just make sure that it really took root. So I have a white one and I have a pink one. The pink one, the variegation never really shows up well on camera, but in person it's really, really well variegated pink. The white one is so well variegated. It's absolutely beautiful. I think the white one might be my favorite. And then this one will eventually grow tall like this one, but I do like the bushy look. So if you like the bushy look as well, you can just keep cutting it and trimming it to keep it short and bushy if you don't like this tall look. But I know everybody has different preferences, and a lot of people have been asking me for tall ones, so that's why I did not trim this one, and I'm letting it grow tall. I do have both of these up there, and if you guys are interested in polka dot plants, such an easy plant to take care of, and I definitely will probably always have these on the shop just because I'm always propagating them from my mother plants. So next up is a new plant to my shop. I've had Syngoniums on my shop, and I have like the regular green one, and I've had the pink one on there before, and that sold out. So I recently wanted to add the Maria Syngonium. This is the dark foliage Syngonium, so as you could see, it's a lot darker than all the others. This one's great because it does have a new leaf unfurling, and actually two new leaves unfurling. So I have a big mother plant, Maria Syngonium, that I've had for a long time, and I have been propagating it for myself, again, just to make sure that it works. And so this is like the third one that I've made, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. It's pretty small. I have it in this 3.5 inch grower's pot, but it is a pretty fast grower. Just Syngoniums in general for me are fast growers, so I'm excited to share this with you guys. And it is a little bit harder to find. Like, I never really see them in stores, and I finally found one for myself, like, I want to say maybe it was like a year ago already, but since that time that I bought it, I don't really see them in stores. So I do think it's pretty hard to find, so that's why I'm really glad I can share it with you guys. All right, so another newly added plant is this Rapidophora Tetrasperma. This one's pretty large, like as you could see, comparison to my face even, it's really big, and I waited a long time before listing this. I rooted a pretty large stalk, and I planted it and wasn't really getting much new growth, and then I trimmed it a little bit, and that's apparently what it needed, because ever since then it's been pushing out a lot of new growth. It has this brand new leaf, and I don't know if you guys could see, but that brand new leaf has another leaf coming out right there, as well as it has all these growth points on the stalk that are brand new. So I don't know if you guys could tell. It's gonna have like 1, 2, 3, possibly 3 new growth points down here that are going to grow out new leaves, as well as trailing up. So this is going to be a pretty large plant, so I do want to sell it before it gets too big, because when they get too big it's really hard to ship them. So I just added this one to the shop, and I'm really excited for someone to have it as well. Let me show you guys the mother plant. This is my mother plant, and the only reason she's not like super huge is because I took like 3 more cuttings to make more of these. But yeah, she's really, really beautiful, very healthy, always has new leaves coming. All the leaves always have fenestration, so really lovely plant. I also added the Rapidophora Tetrasperma, which is the shingle plant that grows up on the wood, so I added that one to the shop. I bought it for myself from Walmart, but I actually bought quite a few of them for myself because I'm crazy and I just kind of wanted, I don't know, I'm weird. Like when I have a plant that I like, I want a few of them, but I realized I don't need a few, I really just need one. So I listed 2 of them on the shop, and I listed them for $4 more than I paid for it, and it's only because I have to pay for shipping materials and all that kind of stuff, so I'm really not going to be profiting anything on those plants. I just wanted to share them with you guys because a lot of people were saying that in their states they did not find it at their local Walmarts, and I felt bad because at my Walmart there were so many, so I bought myself 3 and I don't need 3, so I'm giving away 2 to you guys. I'm not profiting anything, I just wanted to share that with the world, so that's on there as well. All right, so another thing I recently added are some heartleaf philodendron plants. I have all of them pretty much, so I've been propagating them, and here I have the Brazil philodendron, and then here I have just the regular green heartleaf philodendron. So I wanted to share these with you guys because they're such fast growers. This one, since I've potted it up, has given me like 4 new leaves because I really only potted up like 3 leaf cutting. It's shooting out new leaves every single week, so I think that's really fun to watch, and this one's going to trail beautifully over the pot. This one as well, I tried to pot it all on one side so that it'll trail beautifully, and if you want to add more to make the pot fuller in the future, you definitely can. But I think it's beautiful, and this one honestly grows just as fast as this one, so if you do like the variegation on it, it's a beautiful plant to get and watch grow. All right, so I've always had Begonia maculatas on my shop, but I have this one that I just added, and I'm gonna be kind of sad to see this one go because I made it from 1 leaf that fell off the mother plant, and it's been growing very fast, but it's turned out so small, like you could fit it in the palm of my hand, and it was so beautiful. So this is what it looks like. I just think it's so cute. It's very small, so it's in a 2-inch pot, so I do want to note that. I put it in the listing and everything, but it's so fun to watch grow. It's so beautiful. Every week it gets a new leaf, so I'm excited to share this with you guys. Another new plant to the shop is a Satin Pothos or Scindapsus pictus. I just have like 3 cuttings that I put into here, and I've been watching it grow. It has new growth right here, so it is ready to be sold, and it's pretty small, so I consider it like a starter plant. These do not grow as fast as other pothos, so just note that, but they are pretty fairly easy like other ones, so that's always good. And I'm excited to share this with someone. I also added the more Trebui Moonlights. I had a bunch of them on my shop and they sold out, I think, within a few days. My mother plant's just been growing pretty fast, so I took more cuttings from her and I rooted them, and this is them. So I'm excited to give this one away. This is in a little 4-inch pot, and these are really fast growers as well, so that'll be fun to watch. So I recently have been propagating my Cebu Blue Pothos for quite a while now, and I've sold a few just locally that I've propagated, and now I finally added some to the shop. I have one in a 5-inch pot, and then I have this one in a 4-inch pot. So the thing I love about my Cebu Blue is, so I had purchased a Cebu Blue from someone and I spent a lot of money on it. I think I spent like $35, and the leaves were teeny tiny, like maybe to there. They were so small, you guys, and that's just how it kept growing. It kept growing and giving me small leaves, so I wasn't satisfied, so I did go ahead and purchase a bigger Cebu Blue, and I've been taking cuttings from that because the cuttings I take, look how big the leaves are. They're very large, and I just think that it's funner to watch it grow when the leaves are bigger. So I definitely wanted to add it to my shop because I do think it's a little bit harder to find Cebu blue pothos with large leaves. I feel like they always have small leaves, so this is the one I propagated, and it's been giving leaves like pretty much almost the same exact size. So they're ready to be sold, and I have them in different sizes. I actually also have some trailing ones. Let me find them. So I have a few that are trailing, but the leaves are small to me. So these are like similar to the ones that I bought the first time, and I'm not too thrilled with that. So I don't know if you guys would want this one. I could list it for like a lot cheaper. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, I haven't added this one yet. I'm just kind of waiting till it matures and gets bigger leaves, but I do have this one as well. Another plant that I've been growing for a while is this Monstera Sonia, and it's trailing beautifully upwards. It's so beautiful. Like, I don't know how I got it to each new leaf have so many fenestrations, because for a while when I was propagating them, I kept getting leaves with like 1 or 2 fenestrations or almost none, and I was not happy with it. So it did take me a while to kind of weed those ones out and get really nice ones. So I finally got like 2 really nice ones. This is one of them. So I did add this to the shop as well. So if you're interested, definitely pick one up soon, because this one trails so fast. Like, obviously I kept one of the propagations for myself like I usually do. So I have the mother plant, I have the propagation, and my propagation is almost getting bigger than my mother plant. Like, it's just taking off. It's so happy. So definitely get your hands on one of these soon, because it's going to be a very tall plant, and you may want to add like a moss pole to it at some point. Another really fun plant that I added is a Monstera bakana. So I have one, and mine is not like super huge. So I did take a 2-leaf cutting from mine, which was kind of traumatizing to me because it's such a beautiful plant, and I don't necessarily want it to be smaller, but I really wanted to share it with you guys and see how it goes. So I planted the 2-leaf cutting, and it's given me a 3rd leaf right here, and it does look like this leaf is going to have another leaf very soon. So if you do purchase this one, you're probably going to get a new leaf fairly quickly after you receive it. So this is what it looks like. I did see pictures that when this plant does get very large and mature, they get fenestrations as well. So beautiful. I am dying to see that. So I have this one on the shop as well. Pretty rare and fun plant to watch grow, and a pretty fast grower for a rare plant. Sorry, we're coming to an end here. I know this is a long video, but I did add this Peperomia obtusifolia variegata. I've had this one for a long time, and I've taken so many cuttings from it, and so I just kind of ended up with so many of these that I actually am selling the mother plant, because it just grows. It doesn't necessarily grow fast. Like, I can't say it grows fast, but it propagates pretty slowly. I don't know how I just ended up with so many of them. So I did add this one to the shop. So if anybody's interested in this one, I just decided to keep the babies for myself because it's just getting too big for my shelf back here. So if anybody is interested in this plant, it's on the site. Alright, so another plant that I added is a cutting. It's my Syngonium elbow cutting. It looks like this. Let me show you guys the beautiful long root that it's gotten, and it's pretty well variegated. It's almost half variegated. I did have another one that I posted on my Etsy shop, and it actually sold out like instantly after I posted it, so I'm sorry about that. I think the reason that it sold so fast is because it's super variegated, like more variegated than this one, so that one sold pretty quickly. But I promise you this one's gonna give out beautifully variegated leaves because I've propagated my mother plant now a few times, and I've planted it and kept it for myself. So I do see that even when the leaves are more green than anything, they still give out beautifully variegated leaves. Someone told me this, and I'm pretty sure it's true because from my experience it's been true, is that Syngonium elbow plants are just very sporadic and random in their leaf growth and the variegation growth. There's no way to really, like, you can't chop off the green ones to get more variegated ones. You just never know what the leaf's gonna look like. So that's just something to know, and I think that this will be a beautiful plant for someone, so that's on the shop as well. I know this video is getting very long, but I do want to share with you guys a couple more, so hang in there. So I did add a Marble Queen Pothos, which I've had on my shop many times. Just such a beautiful plant. The ones I have beautiful variegation on them. Now, one thing that I've been testing out is every time I have a Marble Queen Pothos, I cut off the very white leaves. So like this one, for example, that it's getting is very white, and I've kind of created my own Snow Queen Pothos because I've just taken those really variegated ones and weighted and created its own plant. So I've gotten this one from it, and this one is so beautiful. Now I know you guys may be looking for this one, but I have not added this on the shop yet. I'm hesitant to because I kind of want to keep it for myself, but you can see the difference there in color. This is, I consider, more of like a Snow Queen Pothos because of the coloring, and then this one's more of a Marble Queen Pothos. So I don't know, if you guys really want the Snow Queen, let me know and I can add it to the shop, but for now I'm just kind of hanging on to it, and I did list the Marble Queen Pothos, so just throwing that out there. Yeah, so that's pretty much it that I've added to the shop now. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am propagating a ton of new stuff. I will have neon pothos and neon heartleaf philodendron soon. I will have some Micans rooted plants, just waiting to make sure that they're established. I'll have a bunch of Hoyas on there actually, like the Crimson Queen, the Crimson Princess, the Australis. I should have a ton of Hoyas on there soon, so definitely make sure to go to my Etsy shop and like the shop so that you're notified when I do post new plants on there, and that way you won't miss out on getting them. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate all the support you guys have given me over the past few months that I've started this shop, and I just want to say thank you guys. I would not be here if it wasn't for you guys. If you guys weren't buying the plants, I wouldn't have a shop, so I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.